Welcome to Ready, Set, Jets. Sometimes deciphering press conferences sound bites can sound a little bit like cracking a code. Well, we have our own code breaker that bridges the gap between coaches, players, and you. 10-year NFL vet and former Jets quarterback Jay Fiedler is with us. Jay, are you a code breaker? Can you break codes?
I don't know if I'm a code breaker, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do to decipher the ins and outs of what everyone's talking about.
Well, I mean, each week, this is what we do. We take a deep dive into the press conference. We analyze every word, every pause, every hidden message that you won't find anywhere else. And while actions do speak louder than words, words can give us a mindset, or a glimpse at least, into the mindset of the team. It's like game film for how the team is thinking. All right, so this week, Jay, we're talking about the Patriots. Of course, it is Patriots week. The Jets' history against the Patriots certainly has not been good recently, but this is not exactly a New England team that's loaded with playmakers. Let's first off hear how the coach describes the Patriots.
Offensively speaking, they're doing a really nice job methodically moving the ball and playing good, sound, ahead of the chains football, if you will. Getting the ball in and out of the quarterback's hands very quickly. They're effective in the run game, so they're doing a really nice job. They've played two really good defenses and felt like they were able to move the ball very well.
All right, so Jay, we know that the Patriots are known for being fundamental. They play clean football. They play mistake-free, but that's really not reality because the Jets have the second fewest penalties in the NFL. The Patriots have twice as many. They've got a bad offensive line. They really don't have any explosive playmakers. Their defense is bottom half. If you read between the lines of what Coach Saleh is saying, is he almost trying to soft pedal it so as not to give bulletin board material?
Well, look, I think he's talking a little bit historically about the Patriots. The Patriots under Bill Belichick have always been that type of team. They don't make very many mistakes. They force other teams into mistakes. But as you said, the stats don't back that up this year. But we'll see if that can continue this week against the Jets.
Well, we'll see if that pressure gets to them this time around. The Jets' offensive line has certainly been a question mark. They played entirely together for just 2 weeks, one with good results, the other with terrible results. So does a bad game demand a change on the O-line? Here's how Coach Saleh responded.
That same group ran for 180 yards against Buffalo, so it's I said what happened against on Sunday, and it is what it is. It just wasn't our best day. Coaching, playing, executing, all of it, and it's just turning the page over and just trying to figure out how we can get back on track.
All right, first off, I know it's a small sample size because it's only 2 games, and the Jets did just play against a team that probably given the best pass rush that they would face, but their pass block win rate percentage is worst in the NFL. Their run block win percentage is 19th in the NFL. Is there, though, a way to get this ground game going even when the game situations dictate you need to pass first?
Well, yeah, there are different ways that you can attack. And, one of the things that the Jets have to do, obviously, after losing Aaron Rodgers, they lost a threat in the pass game. So, teams look at the Jets now and they say, we know Breece Hall is back, one of the top running backs in the NFL. Dalvin Cook is back there. Zach Wilson is your quarterback. I'm going to make Zach Wilson beat me. So let's stack the box. Let's put everyone up there. Now, the Jets have to find a way to get another threat aside from the run game, attacking the defense, and whether that's quick screens, whether that's in the quick passing game, whether that's using Zach's legs as a threat in the run game and some read option situations. They have to just find a way to get themselves another threat away from Breece Hall and Dalvin to open up those running lanes for them.
All right, well, you have heard from the coach, but how are the players looking at this matchup? We're going to lift the veil on what the players really think of New England when we come back on Ready, Set, Jets. Welcome back to Ready, Set, Jets. All right, Sauce Gardner nearly changed the complexion of last week's game with what could have been a pick six. He admitted he started thinking about a touchdown before he even caught the pass. That mistake was a missed opportunity. And when Sauce looks at the Patriots, he sees a team that waits for you to make a mistake.
They don't really have a complex offense. You know, it's pretty simple for like the quarterback to get. The gap scheme, everything is really like simple, but it's like they excel at it. You know what I mean? What they try to do is get other people to mess up and make mistakes. And, you know, they just do everything right.
Okay, he said the word simple. Simple does sound bad when you're talking about an offensive scheme that should be complex, but simple just means for him, or at least with the Patriots, that they don't make mistakes. The problem is they have been making a lot of mistakes. They actually have one of the lowest points per play average in the NFL. But do you think the Patriots would take offense to Sauce Gardner saying simple offense?
No, I really don't. I think a lot of offenses, like it that way. You know, there's an old philosophy in coaching, the KISS philosophy: keep it simple, stupid. And a lot of coaches like to keep it that way and make sure that their players are just going out and playing and playing hard and not thinking too much about what they're doing. So that's I think that's been a Patriot a way of doing things for a number of years. They put their guys in positions to make plays and keep it simple and let the quarterback kind of, do the complex things. Now with Mac Jones and instead of Tom Brady, that's a little bit different story. But I think overall, they are a fairly simple offense. And, like Sauce said, they're going to try and capitalize on mistakes that the defense makes.
You know what? Simple works at the beginning of the season, especially when these guys need to get in a rhythm. But I have a feeling the Jets are probably going to see a few wrinkles from the Patriots offense this week. All right, before last week, the Jets defense had allowed just one opening drive touchdown in their last 15 games. They allowed the Cowboys to march 75 yards down on a 12-play drive to open the game with a touchdown. It was one of 4 scoring drives they allowed of 71 yards or more. All-Pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams was asked what they've got to do to get this defense back on track against the Pats.
Biggest thing is execute, man. We had a lot of extra third downs that we could have got off the field if all they live and execute. That just go back to the thing I say, like we got to communicate. When we communicate, I feel like we're the #1 defense in the NFL, man. But it's go back to the communication, executing, and all being on the same page. So, like I said, we get better every single day. Learn from our mistakes, learn from what we need to do right, and keep moving forward.
Okay, so Quinnen said 3 times communication was a problem. And when we think of communication problems, it usually comes from the offensive side. But can the offense pick up on communication issues with the defense?
Well, certainly, if defensive teams are doing a lot of complex things and trying to disguise their defense, one of the things that an offense can do is speed up their process, and that's what Dallas did last week, and they forced the Jets into communication errors, like Quinnen said, where they weren't ready for certain things or they didn't get things communicated quickly enough to be in the right position to defend what Dallas was doing. And then, Dallas just came off the ball and, I think they won the battle at the line of scrimmage last week, which is something that New England is going to try and do again against them. I think the biggest thing that the defense has to do this week is just, be better on first down, so that they don't give the Patriots easy third down conversions to keep the ball in their hands.
Yeah, Dallas's first down win rate was 50%, which means they got at least 5 yards on 50% of their first downs, which is terrible. So it's a copycat league, Jay. This is something that the Jets are going to have to try to overcome because the Patriots are probably going to attack in much the same way. When we come back, it's time to hear from Coach Saleh again about the buzzword topic of the week, the Jets being 0 for their last 14 against the Patriots. Why he doesn't think it doesn't matter this team. That's next on Ready, Set, Jets. 14 straight. That's how many times the Patriots have beaten the Jets in a row. Garrett Wilson said this week it is unacceptable and it's time for things to change. Let's hear how Coach Saleh digests this stat.
I don't know if 90% of the locker room was in there for maybe 2 of these losses. We got to focus on the moment. I get what happened in the past, but looking in the past and dwelling on the past and what could have been is just taking away from what we can do now. And what we can do now is prepare to be the best we can and focus on us and how we need to execute to be able to put our best foot forward on Sunday. And that's really where the focus has to be. Yes, it's New England and it's a division game, and the past is the past. But all our focus is on today, trying to be our best version of ourselves, so we can find a way to get this one on Sunday.
I think the key point here is that Zach Wilson has not looked good against the Patriots since he's played against them. Are you seeing a different Zach Wilson this year to inspire you to think this is going to do different?
Well, I hope so. I think, Zach is playing more confidently out there. He's still making some mistakes. He's making some young QB mistakes. He's not a rookie anymore. But, Bill Belichick is the type of coach that can force young quarterbacks into making those kind of mistakes. So Zach's got to be on his game this week if the Jets want to break that streak of 14 games losing to the Pats.
I mean, that's the whole key. Just get that out of here and start a new streak going the other way. Jay, thank you so much, and thank you for watching Ready, Set, Jets. We will be streaming next week at this time right here on CBS News New York. For Jay Fiedler, I'm Steve Overmyer. Have a great week.